to another edition of Hidden in Universal Vault. I'm Ron, your host, and I'm welcoming you to my review. I decided, you know what, let's take a look at a comedy release in, we're taking a look at a comedy, the sort of sequel to Knocked Up, released by Universal Studios under the 100th anniversary. This features Paul Rudd, Leslie Mann, John Lithgow, Megan Fox, Albert Brooks, directed by the great Judd Apatow. This is 40, released in 2012. This is one of the few Universal films to be released during its 100th anniversary centennial. Now, I have covered a few films under the 100th anniversary centennial. So, yeah, I have covered. Let me go ahead and move some stuff out of the way really quick. Let me move that ball all the way. I'll keep a hold of this while I'm doing this. But anyways, This is 40 is, like I said, the pseudo-sequel to Knocked Up. It focused on the two main characters from Knocked Up. That would be Pete and Debbie, Paul Rudd and Leslie Mann. I gotta honestly say, I think this is better than Knocked Up. It still has that charm and humor, the Judd Apatow humor. Now, I did review Knocked Up on the channel a couple months earlier. So if you want to check that out, I have that review as well. But I think this movie is a lot of fun. So like I said again, this is, like I said, basically focused on Pete and Debbie. There are a couple that basically are going through a lot of marriage problems. So Pete's turning 40, and Debbie is also going to turn 40 soon. They're married, they have two children, played by Leslie Mann and Judd Apatow's real-life children. Iris Apatow, and I forget the other Apatow. Let me go back. Yeah. Oh, Maud and Iris Apatow. So the Apatow girls portray Sadie and Charlotte. And they're a lot of fun. They're sometimes troubled kids, but you're going to kind of get into them when you watch the film. They're kind of likable. I didn't think I was going to like this sequel. Well, sequel, it says the sort of sequel, but we'll just say it's a sequel for the sake of this video. And I really like a lot of these characters that much. Also, marks the only character who comes back from Knocked Up is Jason Segel's Jason. He's the only one who comes back. Seth Rogen and Katherine Heigl do not come back in this. So it focused, like I said, on them. So the movie, as I said, it actually, it takes place 5 years since Knocked Up. So Debbie owns a boutique, and Desi and Jody work for her. So Pete is a record label guy. I'm kind of reading a little bit on the Wikipedia page. So Pete is a record label owner. He eventually gets Graham Parker, who plays himself. You never listen to Graham Parker. Awesome grunge rock singer. I actually remember listening to him as a kid. My dad was a big fan of Graham Parker back in the day. So I learned that a lot. So I think this is good. It's very relevant to sort of Debbie and Pete are kind of like my parents at times. They'll argue at times, but they have the good arguments, not like the bad arguments. So basically, he ends up, but he's going through a slump, and he's at times he'll be in the bathroom playing like Bejeweled or Scrabble while he's on the crapper. So yeah, that's just, it's a hoot, and it's just, the jokes are so good. I don't know how Judd Apatow makes the jokes right. He does some inappropriate jokes, but right off then and there, it's very, very funny. I forgot how funny Paul Rudd can be, and that's that Judd Apatow humor. So they eventually Pete goes to his father, played by Albert Brooks, who he has 3 children, and realizing that, why do you have children? Dad, you're in your 60s. You shouldn't be having any more kids. So that's crazy. Then Debbie meets her father, played by John Lithgow, who I actually covered Leap Year. He was good in that too. But John Lithgow, if you don't know, he's most famous for playing Dr. Dick Solomon from Third Rock from the Sun. It has that sort of humor. I think he's very funny in it, though. Not as funny as Dick Solomon, but he's really, really funny, though. So, yeah, what else can I say about the film? It's a hoot. There's some inappropriate moments. He also is a bike runner. He also rides a bike, so he'll go out and get on his bike and start riding it. So it's crazy for what it is. The kids are great, and you want to like them. They're most focusing on the iPads and watching Lost, and then at the time they're trying to figure out good music. So she'll put on really bad auto-tune music, but Paul Rudd's Pete will turn on Alice in Chains' Rooster, and I'm like, that's so good. I'm like, man, that's funny. And he's like, that's lyrics that's gonna stay 100 years later, and just it's such a hoot. And yeah, the day and age where kids only focus on tablets and social media and stuff like that. Though Ryan Lee is in it, he plays. Leslie Mann confronts the person that chatted on Facebook, played by Ryan Lee. So she'll use profanity in front of the kid. And the kid would be scared. It's like, you look like a small Tom Petty. And then one scene's like, you have Justin Bieber haircut backwards. And the kid starts bawling and starts running. Though midway for the film, we're eventually come to Melissa McCarthy, who basically plays the mother of Ryan Lee's character. He's like, that's my son you're talking to. And they'll start having a heated argument. Then I'll have to go to the principal's office, and the principal will have to have a heated argument. Then Melissa McCarthy says, I'm so glad your husband died. He killed himself. And that's enough. It's just to the point of, where's the campus security? That's how I feel when it comes to heated argument. And just a lot of fun. This movie is a hoot, though. There's some... he'll like the scene where he's in the bathroom is like, who stays too long in the bathroom? They'll say I'm not going to say in this video, but it makes me laugh so hard. It's so funny. I love the scene where Paul Rudd gets in a heated argument with Leslie Mann's character's father. He's like, good luck with that, and go F yourself. I'm like, that's genius. So he'll go out bike riding in shorts and his shirt, and he'll get conked into a guy's car, so he'll get into a fight. He punches him really hard. He tries to punch him in the gut, then he gets knocked down real hard, and a guy drives and says, get him this thing. So it turns out then, Debbie says that she's pregnant, and then the kids start all spazzing. And it's like, I don't want another sister. Is it going to be an Asian sister? That kind of thing. So eventually it's like, oh, I forgot to mention that Megan Fox. And honestly, Megan Fox is the weakest part in the film. If there's one negative, is Megan Fox. I just don't think she's that funny in the movie. But that doesn't hinder my experience of this movie. Like I said, this movie is hilarious. If that's my only negative, it's Megan Fox. I don't know. Megan Fox I don't know. The problem is, Megan Fox is beautiful, but she just can't act. There's a scene where Jason Segel, Megan Fox, and the other guy, I can't think his name, they're at the pool, they're underwater, so there's a slow motion underwater scene where they go back up and don't realize it. The kids are at the pool, so the kids get out of the pool, they're asking Leslie Mann, saying that that's your grandfather. Tons of stuff like that. It's a hoot for what it is, and yeah, they're walking around. Yeah, and just the craziness. Yeah, so she's there, they're out of the pool. Sadie, I think, wasn't in the pool, but the little one is. So yeah, that's much to say about the film. It's a lot of fun. I just think, oh, I forgot to mention Robert Smigel's in this movie. Yeah, Sandler's best friend, Robert Smigel, appears as his best friend. The scene that Leslie Mann is talking to Paul Rudd, they're saying, man, they look like two pedophiles watching. I'm sitting there like, man, that's amazingly funny. I don't want to go too much into it though, but you just have to watch it for yourself. The ending's really good though. They get Ryan Adams near the end, but that's all I'm going to say there. That's not spoiling the movie. That's just so you know. Graham Parker, like I said, he plays a key role in the film. Not great musician, not that good of an actor. So that's all I'm going to really say. Like I said, Melissa McCarthy was good for her only scene in the film. So let's go ahead and take a look at the artwork. I do like this artwork. I like how we have the two main characters. That's a key scene in the film, though, where he's on the iPad while in the crapper. So we got the two main characters. It sort of has a knocked up feel, but if I had to be honest, yeah, not that. Melissa McCarthy, that's Megan Fox, and yeah, as much as she's gorgeous, she just cannot act. She's the problem I have with Keanu Reeves as an actor. But that's just my opinion. I do like the cover art. This is one of the few Universal movies that has a pretty cool transition. I do miss that. So, let's take a look at special features. You get deleted scenes, gag reel, Linorama. Now, for those who don't know what the Linorama is, this is only exclusive to Judd Apatow films. Judd Apatow likes to do a special feature exclusive to his movies called the Linorama, where basically it's more of the gag reels, but sort of like adding, is basically take deleted scenes crossed with the gag reels, and we get the commentary by Judd Apatow himself. But talk about a director. He is just such a hoot. Such a hoot at times. This is a 2 hour and 14 minute film. So honestly, it's not that long. It goes by so fast that I can easily say that, yeah, high-spirited and hilarious, Peter Travers said, and laugh out loud funny, someone from the Entertainment Weekly said. So, yeah. Yeah, I really like this movie. So, yeah, and we got a pamphlet for other, I believe they're all Judd Apatow movies. Yeah, they're either all Judd Apatow movies or produced by Judd Apatow. Only hilarious comedies on Blu-ray high definition. So, yeah, so anyways, is there anything else I can say about this film? Not really. I think, like I said, the only negative is probably Megan Fox. And that's like the only negative. So, final verdict. Do I really need to say a final verdict? See This Is Us. Yes, yes, and yes. That's my final verdict on this movie. This movie is hilarious. I'm actually going to put this on my best list at the end of the year. It is extremely hilarious. Very, very funny movie. Tons of fun. Leslie Mann is good. Paul Rudd's good. The Apatow girls are good. The whole entire cast is really good in this film. And I think everybody, talk about a director. I've never, ever watched a bad Judd Apatow film. I've not only covered King of Staten Island, I've covered Knocked Up, and This Is 40. All three of them are great. But this is probably my favorite I've covered. I have 4-Year-Old Virgin, and I have seen 4-Year-Old Virgin. Not sure if I'm going to cover that one, but we'll see eventually. But, like I said again, if you haven't seen This Is 40, definitely check this movie out. It is a near comedy classic. I can recommend this wholeheartedly to anybody if you like comedies, if you're a big fan of Judd Apatow, or if you like this cast. Check this movie out. There are some great moments in it. Lots of funny moments. It's a hoot. It's a comedy classic. I also have forgotten Sarah Marshall, and I am going to check that one out. And its pseudo sequel, Get Into the Greek, which I will cover. So, that's it for now. Wow, that's a lot to talk about this film. But if I like a movie, I'm going to go on and talk about it. Just so good. Like I said. So that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching my review of This Is 40. I hope you guys really enjoyed when I put the content up. And December's rolling on the way. I've been enjoying watching not only Christmas movies, but regular movies like this. So if you're into that, check the movie out. You'll have a lot of fun with it. I had fun with it. I hope you guys have fun with it. So yeah, if you like the content I put on the channel, like, comment, subscribe, click the bell. Let me know what you guys think of This Is Us. Did you like it? Let me know in the comments section. So that's it. Until then, as always, keep watching those Universal movies, and I'll catch you guys next time. Bye.